As Americans, we respect human dignity. That's why we defend free speech and advocate for political prisoners and condemn the persecution of women or religious minorities or people who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. We do these things not only because they are the right thing to do, but because ultimately they will make us safer.
Thank you, Randy, for taking on this task.
It will take the entirety of our efforts to see progress, and I look forward with enthusiasm, with hope, with optimism, and with commitment to working with you to build a more positive future for the young LGBT person out there who sees no hope, who sees no opportunity, who sees no safe space. My children deserve a better world than that, as do all children, regardless of where they live, who they are, or who they love.
The fact remains that many LGBTs are in fact very family-oriented, not just in raising children, but in taking care of their parents. No, quite often the burden of taking care of the elderly falls on LGBT children. It's a sense of contributing in a very special way to society. Because being an educator, I feel it's important to be able to teach young people. But when you raise your own children, it's very different as well, because you give all your time to the children.
So we act just as normally as we can, na ma-realize din ng other people na ay pareho rin kami ng concerns, pareho rin kami ng problems. So nasisensitize sila sa amin na they're just like us, they're just like any other family.
There's a real need to protect the youth, because especially because the most difficult years of one's life in terms of mental development is adolescence, and this is precisely the age when people are discovering their sexuality, and the needs are much greater when we're talking about that particular period. And unfortunately, many families are unable to cope with that because of denial, because of prejudice. So schools, I think, will have to play an important role in making life easier for LGBT youth. Human rights should not differentiate Western and Filipino. Human rights are universal. One must recognize that. And everything boils down to the right of children to have a happy family life. And I am very confident in saying LGBTs can provide such a happy family life. We just wish society would reciprocate and recognize that.
In LGBT families, or rainbow families, every kid in our families really wanted and kept and protected for a very, very good reason talaga, because they are loved. Because of our Philippine culture, we're big on family, we're big on values. I think that is an opportunity, to see us, to see Filipino LGBTs as normal as anybody else, as common as anybody else. Na yung mga bina-value na important sa buhay is about family, it's about love.
I want to add the good wishes and support of the U.S. Embassy as the LGBT community around the world celebrates Pride Month. At the Department of State, we continue to support and defend the rights of the LGBT community. In recent years, gay and lesbian couples in our diplomatic service are being posted together as tandem couples overseas. The Obama administration recently announced that Randy Berry would serve as the U.S. government's first ever international envoy for LGBT rights. I believe that everyone can be a champion of LGBT rights, and the U.S. government has continuously advocated for the LGBT community here in the Philippines. Tolerance requires treating everyone, even those who are different, with dignity and respect, and requires active support from leaders and organizations around the world as we continue to champion these very important human rights. I want to wish you all a very happy Pride Month.